Let's move on to the next email today. And the second email today comes to us from Kyle Wilmore, who writes, "Hey, John. Heard you mention Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis on Tuesday's The John Campea Show, and wouldn't you know it, mere hours later, it is officially announced there is a Between Two Ferns movie in the works at Netflix with Zach Galifianakis returning. It looks like production is already underway, and I couldn't be more excited. What are your thoughts? Are you more excited for this or for the upcoming Ron Burgundy podcast?" All right, for those of you who may have missed yesterday's show, and this was funny, on yesterday's show, we talked about the news that Will Ferrell is launching a Ron Burgundy, as Ron Burgundy in character, podcast for 2 seasons on iHeartRadio. And we talked about that. I love the Ron Burgundy Anchorman character. I think he's hilarious. I'm going to listen to this podcast as soon as it's available. So that was great. But during that discussion, I brought up to Robert, I said, you ever see Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis? I said, that reminds me, this whole Ron Burgundy thing reminds me of Between Two Ferns. And by the way, guys, if you have not seen Between Two Ferns, you absolutely must watch Between Two Ferns. It is so hilarious. 2 episodes in particular. The one Zach does with Bruce Willis, and the other one is he does with President Barack Obama. Check those out. They are hilarious. At any rate, wouldn't you know it, just like he said in the email, mere hours later, it becomes official. News comes out that Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis, a movie is in the works over at Netflix. Now, let me say this. I love Between Two Ferns. And Zach Galifianakis, when he is on and on his game, he's great. And he's particularly great in Between Two Ferns. That being said, the same feelings I have about this Sesame Street movie, which are, okay, yeah, I mean, Sesame Street, big IP, there's something to be done there, but what do you do with a Sesame Street movie? I kind of have that same, I'm not going to say hesitation, but I kind of have that same question. All right, Between Two Ferns works great as a 7-minute online sketch. What do you do for a movie? Like, do I want to follow along Zach in this persona of himself going to the grocery? I mean, I don't know. I love Between Two Ferns, but can this be a 90-minute movie? Maybe. I'll admit, I might even have a little bit more apprehension than excitement about it. Like, let's put it this way. I would be more excited right now if Netflix had announced that they are going to be doing full-fledged seasons of Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis. 15-minute episodes, 12-episode seasons, and he's going to have a different big guest on. I would be thrilled to hear that. I'm definitely, you got my attention with the Between Two Ferns movie, but what do you do? I'm not really sure. Because what makes Between Two Ferns so great is just Zach sitting in a chair, doing his persona with some famous person that he's obviously insulting, which is so funny. It's so well done. But you're getting away from that. You're getting away from the heart of what makes that funny in the first place. So again, I'm a little bit torn. I don't know what to think about it. What do you guys think? Are you excited for a movie version of Between Two Ferns? Or are you more like me where you just rather see, a season of the show? I mean, I don't know. Let's see how this all turns out.